Last weekend, I flew to Cleveland, Ohio for the 15th anniversary Women's Weekend at Ray's Indoor Mountain Bike Park. The event was a fundraiser for my nonprofit, All Bodies on Bikes, which I'm so incredibly grateful for. As primarily a gravel cyclist, though, I had no idea what to expect and felt like a total fish out of water. Ray's is absolutely massive, with over 110,000 square feet of bicycle playground built into a former parachute factory. The park has multiple pump tracks, BMX-specific rooms, countless jump lines, a really good coffee shop, and tons of space to lounge and rest in between runs. While Ray's does offer rental bikes, I brought a Cannondale Dave dirt jumper, which proved to be the perfect bike for this weekend. As I built my bike and got a tour of the park, I got a chance to set some goals for this weekend. 1, to push my comfort zone, 2, to try hard things, and most importantly, 3, to stay safe. Come along for the adventure. Alright, I made it to Ray's. I've just done my first couple of laps, and I am in so far over my head. My anxiety is like really high, because this is like a totally different kind of bike riding. I mean, not really, but like I'm on a different bike. I'm on a Cannondale dirt jumper, and it's just scary. So I'm hoping my confidence builds over the weekend. I've literally tried to ride this thing 3 times and keep freaking myself out, and I'm so angry. There's no reason I can't do it. After getting way too frustrated on that silly little feature, which I did eventually ride multiple times, I went back into the pump track, which I knew I could do and have some success on. So this is just me riding it a couple of times. You can see me practicing pumping, and honestly, like the video from today versus the third day, light years of improvement. So I found some success, and then I finished out day 1 by leaping into the foam pit, which honestly wasn't that fun because getting out was so stinking hard.
6, 8, who do we appreciate? Ray!
Day 2 was the big day, with over 200 women showing up to learn, ride, and be in community together. The morning started with the all-important nameplates and arts and crafts making, of course picking up swag, and then a desperately needed stretch session. We then got to meet our coaches, and then we were off to our first clinics. I reluctantly took the fundamentals of jumping course with Carly, and am so glad that I did. Corey really unlocked some mysteries for me, and by the end of the clinic, I was actually getting my front wheel off the ground. Taking the class allowed me to put some previous fails behind me and focus on technique 1 step at a time. Hooray for small victories. The next 2 days were really spent just riding and building confidence. I found that I loved the flow sections and got really comfortable with taking berms at speed. I still don't love skinnies. This section was one of the few that I felt comfortable on. I never did the teeter-totter. It was on my goals and I never did it, but that is totally okay. Honestly, my favorite part of the weekend was just riding with all the other women and seeing how talented people can be on bicycles. I got to ride with Corey Coffey, who was one of the first women to ride do a backflip on a bicycle. I got to ride with Lee Donovan, the first winner of the X Games back in 1995. I got to practice berms with Ella Noble, who has been one of my cycling heroes for many, many years. It was honestly so incredible. All of these women are so dang talented, and it really inspired me to try hard things that I normally never would, including riding in this room, which you'll see a clip of me at the very end doing. It felt so scary and intimidating at the beginning of the weekend, and by the end of the weekend, I actually did the whole thing. So huge thanks to everyone who came out this weekend, shared a nugget of wisdom or encouragement, to Carly and Ride BMX Like a Girl for making this a fundraiser for All Bodies on Bikes and inviting me out, and to Ray's Indoor Mountain Bike Park for creating this amazing space. And look, that's me right there. I did it.